Welcome to the house, the one they talking about. Word of mouth, the boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
Welcome to the Boxing Playhouse. And you know this is your girl, Sereis A, and I got Emilio Santana with me tonight. And you know, of course, you are tuning in to Boxing Playhouse After Dark series. And tonight, we got some great guests. I'm excited about both guys. And, well, basically, we got the super flyweight division in the house. And we also got the heavyweights in the house. So we'll talk to them in a few minutes. But first, you know, we got a lot of daggone boxing to discuss for a change. Exactly. I'm excited about all of it. We need to get started. I mean, you got anything that's at the top of your list that you're just like, you know, uber excited about?
I'm excited about the T.O. Lomo. Look like they finally came to an agreement for a fight. I think the date is in October. Not truly confirmed yet on it. But I figured they was going to make it work because everybody been anticipating that fight. So they had to come to some type of agreement.
True.
I'm truly looking forward to that fight right there. I think it's going to be a competitive fight. You know, fans going to enjoy that one.
Yes. So what we found out is that I have a friend of mine that calls Lomachenko the God. So yes, he says he's the God at lightweight. So the God, Vasily Lomachenko, Lomo to the rest of us, he actually went ahead and took a little pay cut so that he can make this fight happen. Right. So we had T.O., who was complaining about how he wanted more funds. And then you saw that Lomachenko said, you know what? I'll give you that. You know, I'll take a little pay cut so we can make sure that this fight happens. I mean, is that a score for fans or what?
Yeah, I think it was. I like that move. He took a pay cut because he was looking at a bigger picture. He wanted to get this big fight on and, you know, make the fans happy. Everybody's craving for a big fight. You know, we haven't really seen a big fight this year since the Wilder Fury fight. So, man, it's a breath of fresh air to start seeing some big fights, you know, jump off. So,
absolutely.
I just hope nobody gets sick. You know, everybody stay healthy. You know how we've been disappointed fight week, you know, get all hyped up for a fight and then all of a sudden somebody pop on the COVID test. So hopefully, you know, everybody stay healthy.
Don't curse us. Don't jinx us right now.
I don't want to, baby, but hey, let's just hope everybody, you know, stay safe and healthy.
All right, so that fight is scheduled for October 17th. That's Vasily Lomachenko, the WB. Oh, I think he has the WBC and the WBA titles, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have T.O. I think he has the IBF.
IBF, yeah.
Yes. So this is a unification bout. It's going to be at Top Rank's MGM Grand's bubble. And it's also reported that the amount, it was a little different than what people thought. We had people saying Lomo, you know, took a $600,000 to $800,000 pay cut. And then we got confirmation from Michael Benson. He basically said that it was $3.5 million purse for Lomachenko, and he decided he was down with accepting $3.25 million instead. So I mean, it's a money, you know, it's a chunk of money, but it's not to the level that, you know, people were making it seem to begin with. But shout out to Lomo for going ahead and saying, you know what, I gotta have this fight. We're gonna make this happen. And if I gotta take 0.25 mil less, you know, okay, I'll do it.
Pocket's still gonna be fat, but
yeah, definitely.
There's so much talent in that lightweight division. I almost wish they had like a Super 6 going on, you know, to clear the air, because you got so much talent down there. You got Devin Haney, you got Tank. You know, Ryan Garcia, you got Chris Stevenson, a little bit in that, you know, a little lesser than them guys, but he's coming up.
Gary Russell is
waiting. Well, Gary got to put on a few more pounds so he can get in the mix.
Featherweight, yes.
Yeah, he can get in the mix. But that lightweight division right now is really hot right now.
Yes, for sure. And
this is a start. To start clearing the air. Like who's the main dude down there? So
absolutely,
Lomo and Tio going at it. They got the other guys in the wings waiting. So I think in the next year or two, man, we're gonna see some great fights in that lightweight division.
All right, so now we come to the question, guys, and we want our fans to chime in as well. And anytime you have a question or a comment, please make sure that you hashtag BPH. Now, the question is, who you got?
Oh, man, I said it before, and I'm going to stick with him.
Okay.
I picked Tio. I think I'm going to go with the young gun. He's fast. He's hungry. He's got power. Lomo's getting a little up in age. Even though he don't have a lot of pro fights, he's got a lot of amateur fights, and that's wear and tear on your body, too. So,
yeah.
I think I'm going to go with the young gun, man, Tio, man. I see him on the rise, and I think he might pull this off.
All right, and we got Nathaniel Copeland Jr., who says, I'm trying to fight. All right, I would too with these type of coins on the line. Like, so, if it's your dream, make sure you go after it to the fullest.
Well, we'll wait you fight, Nathaniel. Let us know, man.
Yes, and then we got Clarence McLean. He says, what's up, Boxing PlayHouse?
Clarence, what's up, fam?
Hello, fam. What's up, fam? We got annual Sharma. He says, hi, Sakura Armstrong, super performance, all the best. Bye. All right, thank you so much. Appreciate that. And then let's see. We also, what we want to know basically is, Nathaniel says that he fights at heavyweight, so that's cool.
Heavyweight.
Yeah.
We got Mike Coffie going to be on a heavyweight, so stay on, man. We're going to be talking heavyweights in a little bit.
Yes, for sure. and also, so my take on it is I am also going for Tio, and I can't believe, we're usually on opposite sides of a big fight. But this time it seems like we're in agreement that, Tio may have a chance to basically take out Lomo. And Lomo wants to go back down to super featherweight and featherweight anyway. He's always said openly that that's not his favorite weight, being at 130. So I think we all can say that we saw some differences in Lomo at that weight class too.
Right.
So I can see why he would want to go down. Now let's move on to our next subject. Well, this is quite entertaining for you.
Which one?
Well, we got Manny Pacquiao, and it's being reported that he is now looking into what should be his last 2 fights before he retires. So he's finally to the point where, basically he's decided that, he wants to retire. So these could be his last 2 bouts that we see him in. I mean, what do you think about that decision? Or do you feel like he's got a lot more in him than just 2 fights, really?
I won't believe them 2 fights until it happens, man. All it takes is for Manny to look good in these last 2 fights, and he's gonna be wanting more. Fighting is his passion, his love. He can get into politics, but after a while, he wants to get back in the ring. And I think if he could still do it and still feel good, he's gonna always be tempted to go back in that ring. So until Manny truly steps away, I ain't paying that no attention.
All right, so we also got Roach on Pacquiao. Roach is the one that is reportedly saying that Pacquiao has plans for 2 more fights and then wants to run for president, as you mentioned, with the politics. So, for me, it's like whatever Pacquiao wants to do at this point, God bless him. And I hope that he achieves what he wants to do for his people, which has always been at the forefront of all of his, matches in boxing that he's done, all his accomplishments. So if he could just elevate to president and really make some real, true changes in that country, it would be amazing.
Can you imagine all the fighters that want to hit that Pacquiao lotto before he leaves?
Yeah, we have already seen that because we saw Spence and Garcia both waiting to see if they could get a matchup But I'm glad they stopped waiting and actually decided to fight each other instead of, you know, messing up like Amir Khan and waiting too long for it, you know, an exclusive deal with a boxer.
Even Thurman wants to hit it again. I read where he was talking about he want a rematch with Pacquiao.
Well, I want to see that rematch. I mean, he ain't wrong. Like, he was starting to figure him out at the end of that fight. So it's like, yeah, I could see him really wanting to, you know, have another crack at Pacquiao. I think this time he would take him a lot more serious too.
I saw some talk that I didn't like. I don't know how true the source was, but they was trying to compare Manny with Triple G.
What?
Yeah, they was talking about that they might try to make that fight. So I was like, man, is this a real source or what?
I heard something about that too. I mean, I don't know what the catch weight would be if Triple G could get to it. And also, I don't want to see Manny going out. You know, I mean, younger men have fallen victim to Triple G's power. I mean, we see how Brooke has eye issues now and isn't the same fighter that he was before the Triple G fight. And we also saw how Amir Khan was after that Canelo fight. Like, you just never the same.
My idea would be for Manny to fight Bud and just sail into the horizon, fight the top dog. You know, the top dog at that, either Bud or if it's Spence, you know, I would like to see them fight, them two guys fight, and then Manny
get the winner,
and then
that would be awesome.
Sell out into the sunset after that. Man, it's nothing else to do after that. You know, he's already done accomplished, you know, a whole lot. Hall of Fame career. You know, 8 world titles in 8 different weight classes. So
yeah,
you only get out with all the money, the faculties, and you know, let your legacy live.
And we got Daddy Biggs. He said, "Pack for president." You know, that's right. Absolutely. And then Nathaniel says he wants to fight on that November 21st card. Well, you know, that is our Boxing Hall of Fame card for Florida. And we got TNK Boxing Promotions involved with that Friday night fight. Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about November 21st. I'm talking about November 16th. So put that on the schedule too. But what November 21st fight are we speaking on here? Unless you're talking about the possible Roy Jones versus Tyson fight. Okay, so Clarence, he says, I feel sorry that, oh man, everybody wants him. That's true.
Pacquiao.
Yes. Mayweather Pac too.
That's the retirement money, Clarence.
And then we got Sereis. She says, Mayweather versus Pac-Man, hashtag BPH. Thanks for adding the hashtag BPH, Sereis. That's true. And then Daddy Big says he got more fights left in him, which is very true. And then Ty Tomlin's fight is still on for August the 29th in Biloxi. Freaking loosely. And I can't wait for that Right Hook Promotions bout. We got some nice card, some nice boxers on that card, and it's going to be a fun night there in Biloxi. We got Will Hunter, who is, you know, basically organizing this and promoting this event. So we got Ty Tomlin as co-main, and then we have some other fighters as well. We got Nashville's Ty. And we got Nashville's other superstar too. They got one more. He's gonna be on the main event. And then let's see what else we got. We got Dahlia. She says, big shout out to my boxing family.
The beautiful Dahlia.
Beautiful Dahlia Duran. Thank you so much, fam. We love you. And then let's see, we got Nathan again saying the Juggernaut 100. All right.
Juggernaut.
And then Muhammad says, Teresa Evans, hello, friend. And then let's see what else we got. Whatever fight you throwing in November, I want parts. All right. Well, you know, we're not throwing anything. We cover boxing. So it's the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame Friday night fights. It's going to be T&K Boxing Promotions that's sponsoring that event that night for the promotions. And it's a professional bout instead of amateurs this time. And then we have our girl Dahlia Duran, that's also going ahead and basically, you know, she's going to be receiving her Florida Boxing Hall of Fame induction that weekend as well. So we're super excited about that too.
Excited about that.
Yes.
Dahlia, her father's already done it, so Dahlia's falling in the father's footsteps.
Yes.
At Hall of Fame. I can't wait to see the ring.
And they become the first father-daughter pair to both be inducted into a Hall of Fame. Now that's like, ain't nobody ever gonna take that away. I mean, you the first, you the first.
That's legendary.
That is very legendary. All right. And we're laughing because that's our moniker, very legendary, guys. All right. So, you know what? We got a lot of subjects to keep going. So, Ramirez post-style is scheduled for August 29th in the bubble in Las Vegas. Hopefully, everybody is good on their testing. So far, everyone has passed the COVID testing. So let's just hope that that goes off. I really like Ramirez. You know, he's one of my favorites at junior welterweight.
And everybody keep their ass in the bubble. Don't go downstairs trying to get something to drink. Stay your ass in the bubble.
And don't bring anybody, okay?
I'm trying to see this fight, man.
Now, I want to get to this subject because it is very dear and near to my heart. We actually had some information come in that's kind of sad about Mayorga. You know, he's following people like Oscar De La Hoya, Trinidad, Fernando Vargas, Miguel Cotto. Like, the list is long of elite boxers that he fought.
Right.
Well, apparently he's got a drug addiction. It's like alcohol and drug addiction. So at least the Matador has decided that he's going to try drug rehabilitation. He is going to go ahead and go into a program that's in Nicaragua, near his hometown. And, you know, well, basically, here's the thing about it that is like near and dear to me. And it's the WBC Cares program that has decided to help fund his rehabilitation, you know, financially, which is amazing in itself, you know, because, you know, rehabilitation is not cheap. And it's going to be an ongoing situation for him. And that's when we have our legendary champ, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. He has a rehabilitation center. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is...
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
That sounds great to hear that.
It is great to hear that.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Chavez had some alcohol issues, I guess, apparently back in the day. So he did create a clinic that is in Tijuana.
Did he start it for his son or what he started for?
I'm not sure how that worked out right there, but all I know is that he did create this, and it is there to assist people in the Mexico, you know, Tijuana area. It's called Bajo del Sol. So we got to send a shout out to Chavez Sr. for his work. He's making very legendary moves as well. And the WBC, you know, WBC Cares program is also involved in helping our previous guest, which is Gerald McClellan, and his sister, Lisa McClellan, who received treatments, or they're helping with treatments in the hyperbaric chamber to improve, hopefully improve some of Gerald's cognitive functions. So they are just doing a great job right now. And anybody out there that doesn't know about this program and wants to know more, they can head over to the WBC World Boxing Council's website to get more information and find out how we can all help. I mean, you want to help?
Yeah, definitely want to help.
I do too, you know, and we also have Ring 10 as well that you can,
Ring 10.
Yeah, it helps too. So we got two organizations out there that are really putting their money where their mouth is and assisting these boxers in need. And we wish the best to Mayorga as well.
Yeah, I like that because a lot of these organizations, man, they turn their back on a lot of these fighters. You know, it's almost like a pimp in a hole. They get them out there, make all this money. And then when they ain't no more good, they kick them to the curb. So these organizations right here, they helping fighters. when they can't help themselves. So it's a
Yeah.
lot of sad. You know, we got a few great stories in boxing, but it's a lot of sad ones. You know, a lot of them end sad. So, you know, I'm all for these organizations here. You know, I applaud them.
Absolutely. So we have Otto. He says my yoga gave us remembering fights. Hope he gets better. 100. Absolutely. And Otto, don't forget hashtag BPH now.
Yeah.
And then we got Sereis. She says hope he gets better soon. Bless him. Hashtag boxing playhouse. That's excellent. Clarence says may God be with him. Hashtag boxing playhouse. And then we got Otto who says that's just what he calls Chavez Jr.'s bedroom when he locks him in for 2 weeks. Otto!
Otto, I think that's what I was thinking too.
You
I said
was
that's where it
thinking
started from.
Yeah.
Trying to help Junior out. That's where it all started.
Well, either way it goes, we're happy that he does have that organization and that
Just
help.
open the room for some more people to come in.
Yes, like Mayoyo who really needs that, and his wife as well. Their family is in our prayers.
Right.
Okay, so we're moving on. The next story we got. I think this is very interesting, guys. You're gonna love this because somebody asked Bob Arum about why they are not doing pay-per-view when it comes to Lomo versus Lopez. So here's what he says. He says, let's see. He says, a lot of people don't have jobs right now. We didn't feel it was right to go on pay-per-view, and ESPN stepped up to the plate not to do it on ESPN Plus, but to do it on the network. So what do you feel about that? I mean, does Bob Arum, he's getting like a little hot right now, he's getting older. You know how guys, they start to soften a little bit once they get older.
Man, that's fantastic. I like that move right there.
Yeah, players, tell us what you think about this. I mean, is that a valid point that people are not working right now due to COVID and, doing pay-per-view is going to take money out of boxing fans' pockets? Or they may not necessarily be able to do it. So, or do you think he's saying this and he has ulterior motives? So let us know what you think on that issue. I mean, for me, I don't care if he has ulterior motives or not. I just feel like that is a valid point. And anytime we can get some boxing on ESPN and have more people viewing boxers is a win, for free. So we just saw Fox Sports 1 do that as well. Fox went on the lower channel last weekend, and that's where Coffie got his win, our heavyweight guest. And it basically was free for people to watch, and they got back information that the numbers were really well.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's also very, very good. Yeah, I'm happy about that. Okay, so we also got word that we got a confirmation on Ryan Garcia versus what's his name? I forgot his name.
Josh Taylor, right?
Is it Josh Taylor? Oh no, I don't think so. Is it Conlon? Oh no, it's Campbell.
Nate Campbell? No, not Nate.
Not Nate. Not Nate Campbell, but Campbell from the UK.
Right.
So the confirmation was, basically good news. There were no incidents of Ryan wanting more money or anything like that. I think he really wanted a step-up fight, and Luke Campbell is the right guy to do that and give him that opportunity. I mean, there's nothing more you can say about that. It's like, except for who you got. Okay, so you Ryan Garcia or Luke Campbell?
I'm going with Ryan Garcia. I like him. I like him. We met him in Vegas. Cool young dude. And he wants to fight, man. He calling out everybody,
Right.
He want to show that he ain't just some pretty boy that's being pushed by Oscar. He's like he got some power, some pop. Mm-hmm. So, hey, I like what I see. I know a lot of people be hating on the young guy, but I think he got something.
True. We got Serena says, great news for all boxing fans around the world. And I think they're talking about the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So everybody gets to watch. And then Otto says, I don't mind pay-per-view, but the product has to match the price. You're absolutely right, Otto. And thanks for adding that hashtag BPH. So
if you pay all that money, you want to see a good undercard. You want just a good main event.
You do.
You know, and if you, I think the Charlos are coming up on a pay-per-view with both of them on the card together. Two Charlos. So.
Yeah. I mean, I like it. I mean, that it is a pay-per-view, but it is like you're getting a double hitter and you're getting more for your money. And then it's unification bouts, which is very important.
Right.
And especially in that weight class, you know, the middleweights and the junior middleweights. So, you know, I'm looking forward to that too. And I think the undercard is probably going to be really good too.
Right.
And now we got word from Frank Warren today. And Frampton has something to say about Gervonta Tank Davis versus Leo Santa Cruz.
Oh, yeah, what do you have to say?
Well, basically, he says that he thinks a fight with him would be way better than this Gervonta versus Leo Santa Cruz.
Well.
So what do you think about that? Does Frampton versus Tank Davis, does that sound good? I mean, remember, Santa Cruz has already fought 2 fights with Frampton.
Right.
They both got wins.
Right.
So, I mean, pretty much Leo bested him back in the second fight with his win.
If Frampton beat a Gary Russell or beat somebody like that and then call him out. I like to see him with a Gary Russell.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
you know,
Gary Russell would be good. I mean, if he's going to be at super featherweight, I guess. Because, you know, he's not quite at lightweight. So, I don't know. I mean, that Gary Russell versus Leo Santa Cruz fight is something that everybody has always wanted. And they just keep playing around with us fans and not giving us that particular fight. So, we'll just have to see what's up with that.
Right.
Okay, so what we have next basically is, let's see. We got a couple of more guys, and then we're gonna head on with it. So we saw Floyd Mayweather. Did you see his video?
Which one?
Well, his video was basically you know, him working out, doing a little light work, basically, you know, and yeah, that was a part of it. He had on all blue. As you can tell, we got this mega superstar, Floyd Money Mayweather, and he's still in excellent shape. I mean, what's going on? I mean, is this something that he just is going to always do when he's like 60-something, he's still going to be doing and putting out these little videos for us? Or is there something behind these workouts? I mean, he always leave me in limbo and just give me this little sense, a little taste of what we might be leading up to. And it drives me crazy because I want to know, like, is it for real or not? Like, Mayweather, stop playing these games with my head. And, you know, all the ladies, they be so excited anytime he fights. And they don't care if it's an exhibition or not. Really, they don't. But, like, for me, I'm like, I want to see them skills. I still feel like he can still whoop some of these guys' ass. I mean, I'm into it for more than just the looks of Mayweather is what I'm saying to you. So, like, I mean, do you think Mayweather's playing with us with this or what?
Yeah, well, you know, Floyd always been a dude that stayed in shape. Even when he's not fighting, he never abuses his body. He pretty much walks around, you know, fight weight pretty much. So he likes to stay in shape. And I think, you know, you want to be ready for any time something jump off that he see he can make some money. You know, he said he's a businessman right now. So he could fly to Japan and pick up 10 million, fight some little Japanese dude and come on back home. So he's into making, you know, business moves. I don't know if he's gonna get into no competitiveness with any top welterweights or anything, but I think Floyd always open for business, you know.
Okay, so any opportunity that might come on, he's game.
Yeah,
he's open-minded about it.
Yeah, if he can see a way to make a quick, easy 10 million, he's down for that. So
Absolutely, absolutely. So, okay, we got some people here that's got something to say. Right quick. Otto says Gary Russell versus Tank is fire.
Mm.
And then Alexandria, she says, love y'all. Oh, we love you too, honey.
Yeah.
Thank
Love
you.
back.
That's a Boston PlayHouse player. Yeah, we like that. And then Otto says, if God level was real, it would equal Floyd. I mean, I don't know if I can disagree with you. I mean, he knows how to get some interest going in himself, and I like that about him. I mean, and he is in great shape.
Yeah, and when Floyd fights in Vegas, man, it's just, you never been to Vegas doing a fight when Floyd fight. It's a great thing for fight fans, I should say, man, because everybody comes to Vegas. You're going to meet all kind of fighters, celebrities. You know, he just brings so much money to Las Vegas. I know Vegas want Floyd to come back so bad to just do something.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, the city is like, this is the only way Las Vegas is going to get back on the map. We're gonna have to beg him to come out of retirement.
just coming down the Vegas Strip, when you see Floyd posted up on the MGM Grand, man, it's just bringing excitement. You know, and the city is lit when Floyd fights.
You're making me long for those days, and damn it, COVID. I mean, we can't even get out there for a regular fight, much less a Mayweather fight. Come on now, they need to stop playing games with us. Somebody really needs to take this COVID situation seriously, because I am tired of sitting in this house, and I'm like fixated on, you know, getting back out to Vegas and, you know, really getting this boxing situation popping.
Yeah.
I mean, and Vegas is not Vegas if you ain't got no world-class boxing. Yeah. So they can forget Vegas coming back without like a major fight. Yeah. And I mean, I want that motherfucker stacked. I want talent from the top. I want to get there at 4:30, and I want to be in that seat, and I'm going to be sitting there watching every last damn fight.
That's why I can't wait. I hope next year, I hope the bubble is a thing of the past next year. I hope we can get into some packed arenas and enjoy the boxing like we have. So. Okay, so I'm going to end on that story because you have got me so excited. Damn it, that's Floyd's. That's Floyd's fault, though. You know that, right? Because if he hadn't put out that damn workout video, I wouldn't be thinking things in my head that could possibly happen. I was going to say before we bring our guests, we got one more topic.
Oh, what topic is that? What
the postponement of Roy Jones and Mike Tyson.
Oh, damn. You just let me back down. You got me so elevated. And now you just, damn.
We got to talk about it.
Okay, well, folks, basically, California is the location that Mike Tyson apparently says he has to have. He got to be in California. So, for that reason, being that COVID numbers is high, I guess, the venue wasn't going to allow but so many people. So, they saw the need that, hey, you know what? We can make a lot more money if we can bring more gate. Right. Well, basically tickets, guys. So without the tickets, they felt like they should postpone. I guess maybe by November, they're expecting or hoping that the numbers will go back down and they will be allowed to have larger amount of people, fans at the venue. So I guess that's the plan right now for November, and that's why it was rescheduled. I mean, are you upset about that reschedule, or do you think these two guys needed more time and this is just all a farce?
Well, Mike looked like he was ready. I don't know about Roy, but I know Mike looked like he was ready.
Okay.
Yeah, with the numbers up there in California, hey, the numbers are high, so I think it might be better to put it off for a little longer.
And I'm gonna just put a disclaimer out there that we're in Florida, so we don't have much room to talk about numbers right now.
I wish they would have took it to New York somewhere, to fight in New York, where they, so bad.
Well, Tyson has some great memorable fights in New York. I mean, I know Roy Jones is down for whatever, so
take it to the Barclays, man.
Yeah, well, I heard that they're actually thinking about even Saudi Arabia. They're taking like bids now. Yes, because they feel like, it's a lot more money to be made than, initially thought. So I heard that they're actually, considering bringing in some Saudi money. So let's see how that works out. But you know that ain't my country, right?
And our boys on the undercard. What's light heavyweight?
FA?
The man that's with Floyd, the light heavyweight. Damn, I can't think of my man's name. You know, my man got the head cut in the fight.
Oh, Badu Jack.
Yeah, Badu.
Badu Jack.
He's been added to the undercard.
Well, you know what? That'll be a great addition. But I did see him on Twitter asking Pascal, are they fighting or not? I mean, he just fronted him like, "What? You need to fight me. What's up with this date that's been proposed?"
Sure.
All right. So we got some comments, and then we're gonna head to our guests because they're finally ready and in place. So, what's gonna be our key word for tonight as far as our drinks before we go any further?
Man,
Grab your cup.
you know the word.
Dang. I mean, we got a polite in the house, and let's see, we got a D champ in the house. I think both of them's gonna be champions, though. I really do. So, Future, one of them is already a champion, but they're gonna be some more in the works. So, what you want?
Future champ.
Future champs. All right, future champs it is, guys. When you hear that,
look what Mike got.
When you hear that, when you hear that future champs in the house, y'all get your drinks, okay? It's time to toast it up. And D is ready too, I see.
D got his drink.
They both ready.
I see.
All right. So we got Jackie. She says, "Hello, gorgeous. I think you know who is gorgeous." What? I don't know who's gorgeous. It's not the guy with the shades on. I'm coming from Melbourne, Australia. Oh, that's awesome. If Floyd comes back, it will be handpicked, and he will run as always. Stop talking about my man now. Stop talking about him. He comes back, he will definitely gain a loss. Okay, so Jockey, I appreciate all of your. I think it's Jock though.
Jock.
Yeah, just it might just be Jock for French, like since he's Australian. But I really appreciate you talking about how gorgeous I am. I mean, I agree with that. Now, oh no, Coffee is gone. Well, hopefully we can get him back on the line. And then it's the hand-picked situation. That's true always, you know. And then Clarence says, Emilio need that hat, but
like that hat.
you like that hat. All right. And then we got Jose, my cousin, that's out in Texas. He says, a family. What do you think about the Spence fight? Okay. We're going to bring some of our guests on, and then we're going to say that because we're going to get their opinion on that particular fight too. But I know I want to hear what you got to say about it. Who you got? Put that on this comment so we can read that too. And then Sereis says, I'd be there if he fights in Vegas again. See, the ladies always be with Floyd. They rocking with Floyd. If he, I don't know, he can go in there.
Vegas be.
Yeah, she knows. She knows.
Vegas lit when Floyd fight.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a WBC International World Champion with us tonight, and his name is Donald Brown Jr. I'm ready to see him. What's up? What's up?
What's up with the Boxing Playhouse? How you doing? How everybody doing?
We doing awesome, man. We're excited to have you on our program tonight. Now let's go ahead and introduce our other co-host. Our superstar coming up. That is my man, Michael Polite Coffie.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
House. What's up? You guys know each other, guys?
No, not yet.
Nah, not yet.
Well, that's okay, because this is what this show is all about. We're about bringing our boxing community together and, really showing our support and love for each other. So I think you guys are really going to get along, especially since you're not in the same weight class. That might be
right.
Baby, you know what I think?
What?
I think both of them are future champs.
You just wanted this drink, didn't you? Future champs. All right. I'll toast to that.
Mine's water.
All right. I feel you. We didn't say you had to bring anything alcoholic.
What Donald drinking?
What you got?
Strawberry lemonade.
All right. Oh, he's lemonade.
Okay.
Okay. All right, that's all right. Get that deal. We need the strawberry lemonade deal for D Champ. Okay. Okay, so let's start with D Champ.
Yes.
Donald, you have been up to some great shenanigans lately. I mean, we saw you in Dallas, Texas at the Spence versus Mikey Garcia fight.
Yeah, we met down.
Yes, we met you there, and we were like, "Who is that guy? Is he somebody?" You know, we being boxing fans. That's all we do. We see somebody, like, he looked like he a boxer, and then Emilio was like, "Yeah, I think he's a boxer." So I think he was the one that asked you, and then he told us that you were up and coming.
Yeah.
So that was a great meeting. I mean, what have you been up to since then?
Well, since that day, I actually, I think I had another fight, and then I've defended my title, my WBC title. I won that. Then I actually had a WBF Intercontinental title fight in Germany, in Medbach, Germany, November 11th, and I won that fight 6-round stoppage. So after that, you know, this whole COVID thing hit, but I've been just staying busy. So that was a great way to end the year. So just trying to pick everything back up where we left off at.
Absolutely. I mean, in the Intercontinental, especially when you grab it from overseas, is no easy feat because you on somebody else's home turf. They ain't trying to give it up. So
they was quiet as church house mouses over there. I'm sorry. They was quiet as church house mouses over there while I was fighting. I was a little nervous. I'm like, man, I ain't never been in a quiet room like this.
Yeah, they was really trying to shake you up, huh? That's some of their tactics.
Yeah. It probably felt like today, fighting today right now with everybody out of the room with no COVID going on. Really quiet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna take some getting used to for people boxing. I mean, it's taking me back as a fan too, because I like to hear the cheering and the people standing up and the ooh and all that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to get used to it myself. I know for younger boxers coming up, a lot of the amateur fights don't have a big crowd in them, so it's not as hard on them.
Right.
But if you're used to that big crowd, you're gonna be like thinking, what's going on?
Exactly.
All right. So basically, once you got this WBC Intercontinental fight and you won the title, now you come home, and this was at super featherweight.
Yes.
Okay, are you going to stay at super featherweight, or are you moving up to this Lions Den right now of lightweight?
You know, I got to move up to the Lions Den. I was the team. We want to go ahead and get a title first at super featherweight, so we can move up with some, with some clout up there. So definitely working on getting out there and getting the super featherweight title. Once we claim that, we're gonna move up and I want to see some of the big names. I need to get in there and get my name up there with the rest of the guys.
I know that's right. Absolutely. I mean, we got goals here. We got to make it happen.
That we do.
But you've already made like some significant moves since we last saw you. So, I mean, that's amazing to me in itself.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we're very proud of you for sure.
Thank you. Now, what's your next fight coming up?
Well, right now, well, you know how the game goes, guys. We're not gonna hold any punches here. I'm going through manager issues at the moment, so kind of stuck at the moment. Well, as soon as I get finished with that, I'll have something going. So, just working on that right now, and staying in shape.
Okay, you gotta stay in shape because you never know when you're gonna get that call, especially during COVID.
Exactly. This is the perfect time to get seen.
Yeah, and I got Donald. I got Mike. Coffie was gonna tell us a little bit about that. I mean, because we ended up on this Sports One card last weekend, and it was kind of last minute for me. I don't know, like, how much notice did you have before they gave you that call?
I knew about it probably like month and a half, maybe.
Month and a half?
Yeah, month and a half. But I was I didn't speak too much on it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't speak too much on it as far as social media was concerned because in the past I've been like, I've had a fight, I've had a date and everything like that, and then at the last minute it fell through it. You know what I mean? So I didn't really like speak too much on it until like the week of. Then I was like, all right, it's no turning back now. I'm already out there too. I'm in Cali. Yeah, it's no turning back. It's happening.
Well, we saw the Mason, Team Mason, they all posted it, and that's how we saw that you had the fight coming up. And they were super excited for you too. So I mean, it doesn't feel like to have that type of support from your teammates.
It feels real good, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Team Mason, shout out to Orange Ave Gym, shout out to my coach, you know, Josue Aguilar. Yo, it was a good experience.
Aguilar's name. But we saw him with you that night, and we also like were super excited for him because I could tell that, you know, he was just really elated with your accomplishment that night.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good experience. Like even like the whole week, just like being in the bubble, everything was like pretty smooth, you know.
Yeah.
So it made the fight easy, you know, like less stressful. You know what I'm saying? When the fight, you know, fight night came.
Right.
Okay.
Mike, I enjoyed the fight, man. You there's a few moves, man. Look like some foreman. I saw some foreman in there, man. Some of them uppercuts you were throwing in there.
All right, so you beat, you know what I'm saying? Like I usually refer to Archie Moore, but that's who had Foreman like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Archie Moore. Definitely. So you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I mean, it's still work to be done, but definitely, like, you know, that's where I was, you know, the inspiration for that came from, like, you know, Archie Moore, George Foreman, maybe a little James Toney on the inside, you know, those little snappy, them little snappy uppercuts on the inside, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you was definitely putting them on him, and he was not prepared for all that. And everybody was commenting on how calm you were in that fight. So we just were proud of you as well. And we're just glad that we actually had already had you on our podcast, you know, a few months ago. So
that's
our boy, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, congratulations on that win. Now I'm gonna get to both of you guys as far as who you want to see. I'm next in the ring with you. I got to know, like, I mean, I need a shout out here. Who's calling out who? Super featherweight. You want a title at super featherweight? Who are the suspects?
I mean, if I go first.
Oh, okay.
For me, like I wanna fight the guys who gonna put me in the position. You know what I'm saying? So I want to fight the guys with these above 500 records who got the experience and they got the good record. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like, you know, if I was throwing like some names out there, you know, as far as experience, and then they still got that good record or whatever that could get me, you know, push me further and elevate me, like the Gerald Washingtons, I don't know, like the Charles Martins, you know, all those dudes who've been hanging out right there. They've gotten those shots or whatever like that. It might not have succeeded when they got the shot, but they right there. And you know, beating those type of guys, I feel like would put me in the position to get those same type of shots.
That's true. That would definitely put you in a category where people would recognize your name in the boxing community more. I mean, but you didn't mention some of the people that you've sparred with, because I mean, I'm wondering if you'd be willing to fight somebody like a Babyface Kanowski,
or Brian Jennings,
or Brian, your buddies, you know, that you spar with. I want to know if the chance presents itself, would you be willing to do that?
I mean, yeah, of course, I would definitely want to fight any of those guys. The is, you know, I don't want to run into those situations where, like, you know, they talk, you know, they start saying like, oh, but what have you done? You know, like what's my standing or whatever. That's why I usually name the dudes who I know could put me in a position where that type of talk wouldn't work. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? Like, who did you fight? I fought who you fought. So then now you fight me. You know what I mean?
Okay, so basically, if you get the win over someone that they've already won against, then there's a cry. Like, he's right, because I mean, we're boxing fans, baby, and we're a sucker for like these litmus tests where we're like, well, such and such fighter. Now we want to see how he does against them. You know, he just this person. So I agree, that is a good tactical plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then if all else fails, you know what I'm saying, you gotta hit him with that Clubber Lane. You know what I mean? And you got follow him to the press conference. You know what I mean? Like,
let's go champ him, huh?
yeah, you know.
Mike, how long you gonna be in Cali, man?
I'm back already. I'm back home.
Oh, you back?
I was in I left the day after the fight.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Get back home, take like a week off, and then go right back to the gym.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so plans are to just stay ready and stay in shape.
Yeah, I mean, you know, for me, like, I got all that other stuff out of my system like years ago, so I don't need to like have like a big celebration and all that other stuff. It's like, all right, just take a week off, wash my body, and then you get right back in the gym so we can get ready for another one. Because like y'all said, you never know when you might get that call. It can happen at any time.
Speaking of which, I mean, do you think PBC might have their eye on you?
For sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm saying, like, get back in the gym so that the next fight I can look way better than I did that fight. I look like a completely different person, you know?
Hey, Mike, did Lennox Lewis, did he give you any kind of advice on anything while you were there?
Yeah. Like off camera, me and I spoke with Lennox Lewis and Joe Goosen. And you know, they definitely told me what they like, and they even critiqued me on things that I need to work on or get better with. And those are the things that, you know, that stick a lot more with me. Is I want to know what it is that you think I did wrong, so I can try to fix it.
Right. Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, when you get advice from legendary champion heavyweights, I mean, like Lennox Lewis, is like, you gotta listen, like, because they know what they're talking about. I mean, he's the king of adaptability to me. You know what I'm saying? Especially with his trainers and different wealth of knowledge from going to different trainers in different parts of the world. I just think that he's like one of the best to get information from.
Yeah, and I was getting it from two different like type of perspectives, because you got Joe Goosen, who is like, you know, a trainer of champions, and then you got Lennox Lewis, who was world champion. So it's like, all right. I'm like, all right, what you got to say? Boom, let me absorb that. What you got to say? Boom, let me absorb that. And then I'm going to take that back to the office and try to like apply it so that the next time out, you know what I'm saying, I can show improve, you know what I'm saying, muscle memory, you know, make it happen.
Now, Donald, I saw you in pictures with, I mean, was it Sam Watson and others? So, I mean, is PBC looking at you too?
Yes, yes, they are. I got a call right before the COVID thing popped off. They was trying to line the fight up. He literally called me. I was having lunch with my manager, and he was like, "Donald, you ready?" I was like, "I'm leaving the gym right now. I'm ready. Just got finished putting 8 in the bag, so I'm like, I'm ready." So then this all happened. So it was kind of like, dang, all right. But he let me know since I turned pro that he's had his eye on me. So we just waiting for that time. Like you said. Honestly, Coffee, bro, you hit the nail right on the head. Like, you gotta, it's levels to it. You know what I mean? We want to pick the right people. We still at the beginning stages of our career, so we have to go. We have to do it properly. You know what I mean? We can't just be out here calling out names and this, that, and that. They're gonna give us that. Okay, well, who are you? Where did you? You know what I mean? So I'm gonna do this the right way, like my boy said, and go snatch somebody that they got and do it in high fashion, and then go ahead. You can't do nothing but deny. They can't deny me from what I'm coming for.
Exactly. But just open that position, it's a wrap.
Exactly.
That's very true. That was very true. I want to know, like, when you have a dispute with your management or something that goes on as far as, you know, I mean, do you try to work it out first with that management, or do you just go ahead and be like, I think we should part ways? Like, you know, is it anybody's fault? That is it pertaining to COVID? Like, you know, just tell us a little bit about what boxers need to know if they
Right.
run into situations like that. Because I think that's important for boxers to get this type of information, because it ain't always all rosy all through your career with management teams and promoters and things like that.
Right. You're right. You know, I've spoken to I know a lot of great ordeal fighters that's been doing it up higher in the ranks, from like Sean Porter's on down. I've been knowing them guys since I was about probably like 11 and stuff like that. So I know I'm not the only guy that goes through these type of issues, but
Yeah.
it's all about, I would say the first thing to do, remember that it's business. Don't take it personal, and see if you can work through it. See if it's a way to work out the business, the management plan or whatever promotional deal you may have before just trying to cut ties. Once you may see that, you know, that's not working, then you go ahead and see if you have a contract and if it's through a commissioner, what steps you need to do to take care of it at that point. It's a very tough situation because you donate your time, not donate, you sacrifice your time, you're away from family, loved ones, and I think to be stuck in a situation, not be able to do what you love, and I've been doing this for 20 years now, and to be stuck in like a little rut to where I can't fight just because of paperwork or, you know, things like that is kind of like, leaves a bad taste in your mouth. But I feel like as long as you pushing through it, and make sure that you have some type of lawyer or someone like that to check over your contracts before you even sign it. I know you're going to hear that 1,000 times. I want to tell you 1,000 more. Make sure you have somebody research and look at it before you sign it to make sure that everything is also in your best interest as well. Because a lot of times the fighters, as much as they are the ones risking their lives, the entertainment high cousin, they're the ones that often get the short end of the stick. So we have to change that and start working to make sure that we file the paperwork and make sure everything is also in our favor as well.
Hey, Donald, I see you starting to collect a lot of belts, man. You got a nice trophy case?
Man, you know what's crazy? I'm waiting on it to come. I had just ordered it on my birthday, February. I ordered my case.
Oh, you did?
To come as we speak. Yeah, because I was carrying them, and I'm like, man, it's cool to carry them everywhere, but you know, it's when you got to put it up, like you don't want to bend it up or nothing like that. So it's like, all right, let me go ahead and let me get a case for these. I ran into Quavo actually when I was leaving Germany. I was leaving Germany and I had a belt. I had my belt I just went from Germany right here, and I had my WBC belt strapped across my stomach. And I'm walking out the airport, and Quavo like, "Hey champ, what's up with you?" And I'm looking, talking, holding a conversation. And I looked, and I'm like, I seen him, then I seen Takeoff was like literally like a foot or two in front of me. And then Offset was getting out the car. And when I seen Offset, I finally put it together like, oh, wait, I'm talking to Quavo and Amigos right now.
Wow.
So, yeah, it was pretty dope. It was pretty cool. Like, I went through the airport. I went through customs on the way back. They let me actually come straight through without searching me or anything, just with my belt.
Wow.
Like, champ, you won that in Germany? Oh, yeah, he's American. Let him come through, you know. So I grabbed me and Coach Henry Tillman. I'm like, Tim, come on, man. They letting us come on.
He got all the perks.
Right. It comes with perks. So it was like, they was like, you know, everybody love a winner. Everybody love a winner, bro.
They know you earned that belt if you get to walk away and go back to the U.S. with it. They know.
It was not easy. It was not easy at all. And I knew I was fighting a Russian, too. I'm like, oh, yeah, I know this is not going to be an easy fight.
Well, what is your favorite punch? I mean, we know Coffee likes these sneaky uppercuts.
Yeah.
Yo, they pay dividends, man.
I would, because of my height, I would have to say it's between my jab and my left hook. Because by the time you got past the jab, you can hit with at least 2 or 3 left hooks.
Okay. So we got a jab and left hook combo. Yeah. I like it. Okay. You got some power in that left hook then, because I know you wouldn't be bringing it up if you didn't.
It's unexpected.
Good left hook is a good thing to have too. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it allows you to change your leads. You know what I'm saying? You be jabbing 1 minute, get them used to that jab, then pow, just turn it on. Well, that's good, yeah. Left hook is more.
I'm seeing some enjoyment out of this for both of y'all. I think you both have killer instincts in the ring. I mean, am I wrong?
No, not at all.
No, for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to tenderize him. You know what I'm saying?
He's intelligent too. He's an intelligent fighter. I can tell from us talking already. I haven't personally got to meet him, but I can tell just from the beginning conversations. He's a fighter that's gonna think. He's gonna hit you with some feints. You know what I mean? You're gonna walk into some things.
Yeah, y'all walk him. You know what I'm saying? Let him start following you then.
Come on, man. We talking our language right now.
I saw you, Coffee. You didn't respect your opponent power.
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't. It wasn't phasing you too much.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you ask me if he had like good power, I'll probably say nah.
Did you carry him, Mike? Did you carry him?
I mean, yeah. Exactly. Like put it this way.
It's like,
you know what I'm saying? Like the wrist is sounding, you know, Kai or whatever like that. At any moment, I could have just bit down on my mouthpiece and just walked him down. You know what I'm saying? And I knew I could do that after the first round. You know what I'm saying? After the first round, I was like, I could bite down on my mouthpiece and just walk him down. But the way I was approaching it was, all right, I wanted to show layers because this is my first time on TV. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to show layers. And so, you know, when I first saw him, the first time I saw him the whole week was 2 days before the fight. And when I saw him, I was like, yo, he's smaller than I thought he was. You know what I'm saying? Right. So right then and there, I knew. I was like, you know, there's a few things I could do to him, but there's only really one thing he could do with me, which is he has to get on the inside and try to, like, you know, and try to throw punches, you know? So I was like, yo, I wanted to touch him on the outside so that he would be forced to come inside and walk into something. And I feel like he definitely bid on that because, you know, I watched the fight back and like I saw like in the third round when the first time I dropped him because he lunged in and I went over the top with a hook and just caught him right upside his head. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, all right. And so right then and there, I knew the left hook is there for him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, the left hook is there for him.
And that reaching in, you know, you knew he was gonna reach in again.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you saw, but in the fifth round, I tried to rip a hard uppercut on him before they stopped it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to, like, I stepped over to the side and like, tried to rip a hard uppercut, but I missed that. But then I followed it with the hook. You know what I'm saying? So you say you like left hooks. I caught him with a couple of those things. You know what I'm saying? Worked out.
Right. You gotta turn it over on them.
Get y'all together for sparring. I mean, I need you both of y'all when you come into Florida, D.
Well, I just gotta work on something. I mean, I'm dang near free agent, so we just gotta put something together now. That's it.
Yeah, we want to see you come in and get some of our good training that we have in the Tampa Bay area and Orlando, Central Florida area. So I hope you can make it over here as well as Coffee. Maybe time for you to head on out to Cali and see what's going on over there.
I'll definitely do that. Like, I'll definitely do that for sure.
A couple names you mentioned out this way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. I'm with it.
What gym are you in?
Huh?
What gym are you in? Like, what gym do you use out there?
I'm working with Buddy right now. Buddy and Ivan. We're still with Henry Tillman, but I'm out at Ivan's gym right now. They haven't came up with a name yet. They just opened it recently since all this opened. But I'm working with Ivan and Buddy right now.
What are we talking about? Buddy McGirt?
Buddy McGirt.
Whoa, okay. He talking about, I'm Buddy. Like, no.
My bad, guys. My bad. Yeah. We got Buddy working with us. Buddy and Coach Ivan. They're great.
Buddy got FA?
He got Adam Lopez and he got Johnny Beck.
Okay.
Them is two of them that's main that.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's good look.
Remember back in the day, he trained Tarver and Turo Gotti.
Yeah.
I think even Paulie for a little bit.
He did change Paulie. He trained Paulie.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, you're going to get some good work there.
Get some good knowledge from him, man.
Some good knowledge for sure.
Yeah, we got to get Coffee out there, too. He needs some of that knowledge as well. But I don't know. You're pretty polished because, I mean, I know you had 8 years in the military. Thank you so much for your service, Coffee. But
Thank you,
I mean, did you get to do any boxing while you were in the military? Because I know they do have some fights.
No, I made an attempt to be on the boxing team because somebody who I was in boot camp and I went through all my training with, he want them in a different unit, and he was able to get on the boxing team. But see, the unit that I wound up in is a combat unit, and they don't tend to let their guys go for stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because they need the bodies. You need the packs to be going overseas and stuff. So, when I made an attempt, but that got squashed quick. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's okay because you made up for it. I mean, I could not tell that you did not have that extensive amateur career. So,
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, I guess with the sparring and different things you've done, it all adds up. I know during the fight, they kept saying something to the fact like, well, we're going to see whether he's going to act like a sparring partner or if he's going to be ready to, shoot,
Yeah.
So,
It's a combination of me being, I was fortunate enough to get the good sparring that I've been able to get, like with the guys that are like in the top 10.
mhm.
And then also because my trainer, you know what I'm saying, Coach Josue Aguilar, like he's like an encyclopedia of boxing knowledge. And he's like real enthusiastic and like, giddy with when it comes to like just, boxing, period. And that's how I am, you know what I mean? And so like we're like constantly sending each other like videos of different fights, regardless of weight class, just like, old school guys from like 40s and 50s. Then next thing you know, we're like trading videos of guys from like the 80s and the 90s, you know what I'm saying? And just taking little pieces of everybody and trying to, put it together and come out with, a really good finished product,
Well, I know somebody that's just like that, and he is our resident fan, Mr. Clarence McLean. He's going to come on the show right now, and he's also a fellow New Yorkan because he has some questions for the two of you guys, too.
That's
So,
what it is. Let's do it.
Let's see Clarence.
Go.
What's up, Clarence?
What's up, y'all? What's going on, family?
What's going on?
What's going on, champ? How y'all feeling?
Oh, good.
What's
Doing
going
good,
on,
man.
my West Coast brother? What's going on, man?
Nothing much. How you doing?
I'm all right. I'm all right. Hey, Michael, I got a question for you, man. Because I'm a little intimidated to ask you, man. Because I watched one of your fights, man. You throw punches with bad intentions, brother. Did you always have that? Did you always have that in you as a child, or did that just happen when you became a professional?
I mean, I would say always. I always did. Like once it's a fight, you know what I'm saying? My end goal is to I want to win the fight. You know what I'm saying? So and the only way for me to win the fight is to hurt you. So that used to be that was a question that was asked to me is like, oh, do you have the mean streak? You know what I'm saying? Because outside the ring or whatever like that, I'm more like, I smile a lot and stuff like that. I like to laugh and everything like that. Do I have the mean streak? I was like, you'll see once the fight starts. Do I look at it like this? Ain't nothing nice about me because you hitting, you know what I mean? So I'm definitely gonna try to take you out, So and that it's always been that way for me, you know what I mean? So, I ask you how you're doing afterwards. That's it.
You know what, Mike? I'm not.
Oh, go ahead, Clarence.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. Not to be funny, Michael, but y'all Brooklyn cats, y'all always like that. I'm from the Bronx, so I know how y'all already.
You know what's funny is like if you ask a Brooklyn dude like, yo, what's the Beastie Bird? I'll be like the Bronx, man. I'll be like, yo, man, you gotta watch them dudes from the Bronx, man. And then you got the dudes from the Bronx, like, yo, you gotta watch them dudes from Brooklyn. I'm like, man, but I was born in the Bronx, raised in Brooklyn. Okay. So I got a little of both.
Okay.
What about the Harlem dudes, man?
Oh man.
Oh, my cousins from Harlem.
Be careful.
Okay.
I only say that because my wife is from Harlem. Please be careful. And she's right next to me.
Hey, Mike, in high school, man, did you play sports?
Yeah, I played football, track, basketball. I made an attempt like I was gonna play baseball, and then I backed out. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah.
So boxing was your calling, huh?
I guess so. Like, you know, like I said, it fell into my lap by chance, because, you know, I wasn't really pursuing it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I made the attempt when I was in the Marine Corps, but then that got squashed. And then from that point on, I wasn't really like making any attempts. And then a friend of mine, he was my corporal in the Marine Corps. When we got out, we were roommates, and he's the one who signed me up. He signed me up for the Golden Gloves.
Right.
And then he told me he signed me up. He signed me up first. Then he told me, yo, I signed you up. So, you know what I'm saying? You know, I registered you for USA Boxing, and I already paid, so you got to do it. And I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we drove around, looked for a gym. When we finally found the gym, it was like 2 weeks before the gloves. And I trained as much as I could in that 2 weeks. First fight, got a knockout. And from there, I was like, all right. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I like this. You know? I just like the feeling.
What about you, Donald? Did you ever play any other sports besides boxing?
Yes, I wrestled and ran track in Ohio.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's that endurance level right there. Do you still run?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, wrestling. I know that's endurance.
Yeah.
The wrestling actually just came about. It's a funny story. I was in middle school, and I had just put a hole in my boxing shoes. So, and at the time, I didn't really have no money to take. I'm the oldest of 5, so she didn't really have no money to get me a pair of shoes at the time. So, in the midst of me seeing my friend that was wrestling, I seen that his shoes was the same as boxing shoes. So I was like, we didn't have no fights coming up. We just ended like the silver gloves. I think I just lost in the regionals and maybe at the finals. I think I lost in the finals of the regionals. I came back home and wrestling had started up. So I was like, all right, well, let me go ahead, and if I can get it on varsity with the team, then I can go ahead and get the little, the shoes or whatnot. So I went and did that. I got the shoes, and I wrestled, I won 2 tournaments in wrestling, and then I went right back to boxing 2 months later. But I had my boxing shoes. The funny part was my wrestling shoes that I turned into boxing shoes. My big cousin, Rico Ramos, ended up going to grab the same pair of shoes. He ended up becoming the bantamweight world champion. But he ended up grabbing the same shoes, and I was like, in my head, I was like, do we know that these really came from wrestling? But I didn't ever say anything. I was like 13 or 14, so it was like, whatever.
Hey, Donald, I got a question. You said you wrestled, so I believe Terrence Crawford wrestled back in his days. You think you'd be able to take him on a wrestling match?
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. Look, I seen his sons wrestling, right? I seen his sons wrestling, and I was like, okay, see, they taking it to a different level. Now, when I was wrestling, I was in Ohio, and I seen, after my coach really liked my wrestling, and so he took me with him out after school to some barns. We went to literally a barn. They opened up this barn, and they literally had 20 to 30 people in these barns just rolling on these mats, wrestling and stuff, learning new techniques and stuff. And I was like, whoa, this stuff is real. So I think Terrence Crawford on that level, and I wasn't. We gonna leave him alone in wrestling.
You bringing up Ohio? What part of Ohio are you from?
Oh, Akron, Ohio.
Akron. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know all them guys. You were a native of California.
No, I left when I was 8. I started actually boxing out there in Ohio. My boxing career started in Ohio at 7. I had my first fight in the silver glove. I was about to be 8 the next month, so they let me fight. But yeah, that's where it really started, all in Ohio, back Midwest. So that's where a lot of the style you might see is more of it's a mix of both. Because at 14, I was able to come to the West Coast, and I left my mom and everybody and took it to boxing. So yeah.
What's your Ohio favorite boxer?
Man, I think Aaron Pryor. Aaron Pryor.
I'd have to say Sugar Ray Robinson.
Nah,
that's my favorite. That's my all-time favorite.
He was from Ohio?
No, you said all-time favorite. You just said Ohio fighter.
Aaron
Pryor.
Oh, okay. I know you said
I asked you what your favorite Ohio fighter was.
Oh, okay.
But okay,
Oh,
Mike,
okay,
who's
okay,
your
okay, I
favorite
got you.
fighter?
Who's my favorite fighter?
Yes, all time favorite fighter.
I would say all around. It's hard, but like I can't commit. I can't commit to just one person because
Cheater, you're cheating.
because you know what I'm saying. It's different weight classes, man. I can't commit to one person, man. I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I can't because the minute I want to say one person's name, I'm like, yeah, but I also like this person. I would say like this: heavyweights for heavyweights, I would say James Toney.
Oh, nice. Okay. He's been doing some research.
I'll break it down like this. I say heavyweight James Toney. I'll say Terrence Crawford, welterweight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to think of my favorite weight classes. And then Andre Ward. You know what I'm saying? Andre Ward.
What? Okay. Well, for me, Duran, he does it for me at lightweight and going up to even welterweight and middleweight. So he would be like my second behind Sugar Ray Robinson as far as like, wow. You got to put Gaddy in there because I love some action. You know, like I know it ain't the sweet science, but damn, that sucker he would go in. Like he was like, you're gonna have to kill me in here.
Right.
So I like that mentality too. Clarence, what about you? Who you got?
I'm with Michael, man. It's hard for me to pick, but my favorite always been in the heavyweight, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Light heavyweight has been Roy Jones.
Roy.
And Sugar Ray Leonard.
Okay. And welterweight.
And see, I can sit there and be like, you know what? I want to change my list, and I'd pick all those dudes too. Like it's just too hard. It's too hard to pick one person, man.
When Coffee went out sitting here like, dang, okay, I didn't know we had a list. I wanted to go some of them too. Look.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
take a list. Man. Who else you got, Donald? Who else?
I mean, I would have to go with also, you mentioned Roy Jones already, so we definitely got Roy at the top. Can't take nothing from Floyd with this current generation. And I think who am I missing right now? Pernell Whitaker. Rest in peace.
All right, yeah, rest in heaven.
I want
to
also sprinkle on some Riddick Bowe. You know what I'm saying? Because even though people, you know what I'm saying, they he didn't have the fight with Lewis, and I know everybody wanted to see that. I like Riddick Bowe. He was mean, man. Like you know what I'm saying? He was mean. Like he had a mean streak, and he liked to slip those uppercuts in there too.
Oh man!
Oh yeah!
Hey, Mike, you want to Michael
Holyfield with?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike, you want to?
All of these guys y'all mentioning. I mean, there's some others on the list too that we can't even begin to mention the long list of boxers that could be on our top 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just no way. I mean. Well, for you, who else did you have besides Ohio?
When you said Ohio, I said Aaron Pryor.
I know.
Overall, I've always been Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns always been one of my favorite fighters.
Okay.
Tommy Hearns, Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. You know, that Fab Four Duran. I just love that era right there.
Yeah.
And I've always been a Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali's always been one of my favorite fighters too. So. Yeah, that's
it's a tough one. It's tough.
Hard. Can't pick one.
You got Jack Johnson too out there. I mean, I just like him because he's just like, I mean, he was way ahead of his time, like on every level.
Him and Ali.
First black heavyweight champion.
Yes. Not give a F what you thought about what he was about to do. He's like, come beat me if you think you can, you know?
Hey, Donald, this for you too. Like in the gym, man, do you guys ever get any like words when people say you remind me of a certain fighter, past or present? Y'all get into that?
Yeah.
Who y'all get compared to?
You want to go?
Starting off, I've always since I've been taller, I've always got the Thomas Hearns comparison. especially coming off the jab with the straight right. Hearns, and really now I get a Crawford. And I got
You
Terrence
broke
Crawford
up a little bit, D. You broke up a little bit. Start that again.
Oh, yeah, start that one more time, Donald.
Can you hear me? Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay, I said, well, when I was younger, it's always been a Tommy Hearns type of thing because of my build, the tall fighter.
Yeah.
My weight class. Yeah, and then as of recently, well, since Crawford took over the division, it's been a lot of Crawford. Well, really, since I turned pro. Ellie Setback came in the gym one day, and I was sparring or just getting finished, and he was like, who is that in there, Crawford? And then ever since then, I took off the headgear.
That's a good
one.
Compliment.
Hey, I couldn't complain. I didn't argue with it. I didn't fight him for it. I didn't fight him.
All right, Mike,
Right.
who you got? Who
I heard
to?
Abiyabuchi. I heard George Foreman. Second career George Foreman.
Second
because
career.
of like
Right.
how calm he was in the ring, and he just like he was doing what he wanted.
Right?
Huh?
I saw a little bit of Foreman last week in you.
Yeah. How calm he is, and how he would just like move guys. He put them right where he want them. You know what I'm saying? And he would get those big shots off. So.
Right.
And you know what? I'm happy for it. I'll take that comparison for sure.
Absolutely, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? This one here, all the time, people think he is either a boxer or an artist or somebody famous. Everywhere we go, we get like better service no matter where we at. He is somebody.
A music like a music producer or something like that. I'll be like, yo, yeah, he probably. I don't know, because you got, you flashy with it, even the hat, you know what I mean? Like, got the shades on, all that.
Like, we be sitting down eating in Vegas, and dudes start walking up to me and start rapping. Like, I know you somebody.
Hey, Emilio. Hey, Emilio, I promise, man, you look like you could be a member of New Edition, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's my group, man. That's my group.
Yeah, you hit that one like that's his group, for real. That's his people.
Hey, that's funny.
All right, man. Well, we all know who D Brown, his family member, think that I look like.
Oh no. Who?
I'm gonna let
That's
him
my
tell
cousin,
you about
y'all.
Who?
Well, Mac 10 is my cousin, my blood cousin on my father's side. And somebody feel like she resembles his oldest daughter. Like
Wow.
I'm about to Google that. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that.
It's a couple of people.
She
I
sent
used to
it to
get
me,
Jordan. What's her name? Jordan Sparks all the time before she lost the weight. I used to get that all the time. Like no matter everywhere I went back in the day. So it floats. We got Dahlia Duran on here, guys. The Dahlia Duran Florida Hall of Fame 2020 class inductee.
Congratulations.
Florida granddaughter.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
She says, you guys are very handsome. Boxing PlayHouse. Ooh. Okay, Dahlia.
You.
Don't you get these men excited. She is the beautiful Dahlia, too. All right, so we got Nathaniel Copeland. He says, better keep that left up.
That left up.
Yes. And then B-Hops was Robert Daniels' favorite fighter. And then Nathaniel said Ray Mercer.
Mercer was a mean one too.
That was great.
And then Nathaniel, he's a up and coming heavyweight. He says, Coffee, you gotta see me.
He calling you out live?
And you know you making it, bro. And you know you making it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
Hey, Michael, Brooklyn's not gonna stand for that. You got to do something about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess like if it ever happened, he'd find out.
Okay. Be careful what you wish for, right? No, I think he really, what he was really saying, you could have did that AB live. You can get it. Anybody can get it.
Sereis,
There we go.
Oh, Sereis? Where's she at?
Top.
Oh, Sereis says, gorgeous guys on the show tonight. Thank you. We didn't warn. I mean, Coffee, you know the routine. Clarence, you do too. But D, we forgot to tell you, this could also be the boxing PlayHouse love connection. We have a lot of females up here. They like, they gonna tell you what they like. I mean, let's just go ahead and get this out here. I mean, are you single?
No, I'm not.
I'm definitely not.
Clarence?
Yeah, you said your wife right there too.
I'm far from it.
You probably getting the side eye right now.
Every last one of these men is spoken for, including Olivia. All right, so we got Maria. She says, hell yeah, Golden Gloves champion. Oh, she likes that. Okay. And then Muhammad says, Sarisa, I'm glad to be your friend. See, they trying to hit on each other in here. This is funny.
Oh, man.
She says, handsome guys, Cora. Angela also says, great show. Wow, this is really hot and heavy right now. I mean,
it's good feedback.
All right, so we got, let's see. Dahlia Duran says 9. What are you talking about? Dahlia, what you saying?
Hey, Shakur, it's gonna be a great show when you got Johnny Gill, Bobby Brown, and Keith Sweat on here. It's gonna be good.
Wait. Who's who?
Right.
Who's who?
Right.
Let's just go ahead and get this out of here. What is y'all favorite groups of all time? Coffee, let's do the version. Yeah, music group.
Yeah, what's in your CD player right now?
Music groups.
Or
so it got to be a group?
Who is in your DM?
Your DM or whatever.
Who's on your
I'm old school.
That's all. Y'all not playing fair. That's not right. Oh man.
Who's on your playlist? Then you say playlist.
All right. Male group. I say Jackson 5. Hey, like for me, that's a definite. You know what I'm saying? Like male group Jackson 5. Female group, I would say SWV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So into you. All right.
Yeah. SWV is my name right there. Huh?
What about in gold?
You already know. Like SWV was my joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember listening to them on my Walkman. You know what I mean?
Right.
Riding my rollerblades and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. What you got?
Oh. I don't even see. Yeah. You might have me on this one.
You're supposed to say Ohio players. Come on. It's before D time.
D Dad might know about the
I would have, because I would have went for like for groups. I would have had to go with like the Temptations or something like that. Honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I can't reach. It's not too many groups right now that I can be like, all right, I like this group of, you know what I mean? Music right now ain't really. I ain't feeling too much.
Rap cool, but the R&B is not really as popping as it used to be.
Yeah,
it's not.
It's not.
Like hip hop now. It's not true R&B to me. You know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Chris Brown was like holding on to it.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, D.
What was that?
Ahead. What did you say last? I couldn't hear you.
Oh no, I was just saying cause Chris Brown one of the few R&B but still rap people we got right now. You know what I mean? We really don't have too many R&B artists on the male side. Yeah.
I like Chris. I love that Chris Brown. Now that young man, he definitely is multi-talented. I mean, it's amazing how many hits he done made.
Very talented brother. Yeah.
Okay, Clarence, who you got?
My favorite, I have to go with New Edition and Jodeci.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's Jodeci now. They know how to do it. Yeah, now that Jodeci top on my list too.
Yeah, gotta go with Jodeci.
Okay, so we got Roxy Scott, our boxing playhouse nutritionist, brand ambassador, and she says, "Play Emilio." Oh, she say you her playlist. You on her playlist?
Oh, I'm on her playlist.
Yes. He
Thanks,
is, you know, we have our boxing playhouse theme song. That is his song. That's his. He wrote it, rapped it, everything.
Thanks,
So,
Roxy. Appreciate that.
yeah, so that was pretty awesome. And then we got
Bianca down says Clarence looking fly.
okay, that's right.
Looking fly, Clarence.
Clarence.
Who said that?
Bianca Downs.
Oh, thank you so much.
I don't think you were supposed to ask who said that. You working on getting yourself in trouble. Okay, these future champs ain't gonna be able to save you. These future champs, they ain't gonna be able to help you.
No.
They are no match for a woman that's mad. All right, so now you said thank you, my darling. And then Teresa Evans text me when you can. Oh wow, see they making love connections on here. What's going on? She wants to know, can you guys tell her your favorite food, please?
Yeah, favorite food.
Oh boy. I'll go first. Steak, mashed potatoes, and broccoli. Keep it simple.
Yummy. That's one of my favorites.
Mike, what did you have the day after the fight?
Okay.
What did I have the day after the fight?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we was in a bubble, so basically, I had eggs and turkey sausage and potatoes. That was it.
That was it. So what's your favorite food?
My favorite food is seafood, and I would say like shrimp and crab legs.
Okay. You know, I'm allergic to seafood, but it damn sure be looking good when I'm looking at people's plates. I'm like, damn, that look good.
No, it's good, especially them crab legs.
What's yours?
Oh, let down go.
Yeah.
And my favorite food would be chicken and steak, fettuccine.
Fettuccine?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, you gotta get that.
I can get down with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So somehow, I mean, all what y'all said. Okay. Plus, you know, you know me, right? You know, I gotta have that Mexican enchiladas, chili rellenos. Like, I'm into the Mexican food. I'm also into the Asian food, like the pho soups and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm like,
You like a lot of strong flavor, right? Like strong flavor.
I like spice. I gotta have a spice.
Okay.
I already know this.
I want that palomino steak down here. And the black beans and yellow rice down here.
She promised him this meal, and he is never gonna forget.
Yeah, Dahlia Duran promised me that palomino steak. I'm gonna eat it with her daddy.
Yeah, we got it all planned out in our mind and our fantasy, you know. Okay, and then Roxy says, I can cook anything you want, and she ain't lying. She can cook anything, and it'd be good.
Just say it, Roxy would make it.
One time she made some fake meatloaf, and we even ate that. I was like, damn, that meatloaf was good. She was like, it's vegetarian.
Vegetarian meatloaf?
Yes,
And it was,
we thought it was real meatloaf, man.
Donald, I was gonna ask Donald, is it hard to make weight, Donald? I know you're in that lower weight class.
Actually, it's not. I think it's all discipline. I think it's all discipline for any of our weight classes. I mean, the heavyweights, you know, they get the pass, lucky guys. But you know, as long as you eat right, you drink right in between camp, and you have a nutritionist is always important along the way. Like a nutritionist helps the whole training camp and everything so much easier. So it's really not too difficult. Honestly, the last fight I came in, I think like 3 or 4 pounds underweight.
Wow.
So yeah, just staying in shape. Really, it all come off. You some people, honestly, though, they try to do the wrong thing by picking a weight class a little too small, and they try to suffer. Like, that's too much. I'm not going to do that. If I feel like it's too hard to cut the weight, I'm going to just move up. I don't have a problem with power. I don't have a problem with taking punches. So, you know what I mean? So I would just move up. I'm not going to struggle to keep weight. All the money up of weight class above anyway, so.
How many weight classes do you see yourself going?
Honestly, anywhere. I stand around 5'11", 6 foot. I would love to be at the featherweight. I mean, at the featherweight, at the welterweight, super welterweight. You know, up there 147. I need to get up there 147. That's really the dream. That's the dream weight class for me, and that'd be 4 weight classes that I became a title holder in. So that would be ideal, honestly, right there. That's the goal. That's what's gonna happen. That is the goal.
It's hot up there too.
Yeah.
There's some money to be made in that division.
Yeah.
Hey Donald, if you can move up to 147, who would you have your eye on right now?
Right now, at this moment?
Yeah, at this moment.
47.
Right.
You know, I would go with somebody like let's see, we opening the door for 47. I'm seeing all the big names like a Crawford, but I wouldn't want to fight Crawford to start off. That's too much money. I
like how you being honest.
He the only person I keep seeing in my head, I think, because I really look up to him at the 47 weight class, and because I look up to him, I would love to fight him, if that makes sense. Like, that would be like my ideal fight. But I mean, you got so many different fights we could make at 47. It's like, I don't know if I could have a name to just call out per se. Because I would definitely want to move just like the rest of them guys moved, and you know what I mean, get to that position to where them top names know who I am, and yeah, I'm here. I'm here for whoever.
I wouldn't. Bud being one of your, mentors or somebody you look up to, because he did come from lower weight classes too and moved up to welterweight. So it's a great plan to follow, you know.
Right. So I have a few reasons why I like Bud just overall, but for some reason that's literally the only face or name that's popping up in my head, and it's not like that's my ideal fight, but I think it'll test my skills in every way. That's what this period, point blank. I know that'll be the fight to test me in every way. He's a fully dimensional fighter.
You said that because we got some boxers that's already got it in their mentality that they don't really want to be challenged like that. They want to keep their oath. So for you to be like, I really want to be challenged, that says something about you as a boxer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't be doing it for any other reason. Honestly, I feel like we the last of the warriors. I mean, nothing to us in the UFC fighters and things like that, the other fighters, but this martial arts, I feel like it's to be respected in every way. You know what I mean? I don't fear no one when it comes to it. I train hard just like everyone else. So I hope you prepare when it's time to get on them lights, because I am. So, yeah.
We got a question from Roxy Scott Spates for Coffee, but we'll just ask everybody, what is your zodiac sign?
I'm a Gemini.
Woo! Trouble! Trouble. Takes a special woman to deal with you, honey. I got to meet her. Because she got to meet her.
What month is Gemini?
That's May and June, right?
Yeah, it's the end of May. At like May 21st, I think, to like June 20th.
Something like that. Yeah. That's a sign, man. My beloved first cousin is Gemini, and he really be putting me through something, and I'm just his cousin. Like, his girlfriends be like, girl. For real. And then Kaden is Gemini. You know that. Right. Yeah. Okay. Clarence.
Capricorn.
Capricorn. Oh, we got 2 Capricorns.
January what, Clarence?
January 9th.
Oh, mine is 13th. I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, wow.
My
we got to celebrate it.
Yeah.
D? What was yours?
Aquarius.
Oh, that's right, baby. You done hit it, man. We get curious. That's right.
There we go. There we go.
January 21st.
February 1st.
Yeah, that's right there together. That's good. Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder I can get along with him. These Capricorns, they get on my nerves sometimes.
I don't even know how that works. Like how what sign match with what sign? Like I gotta Google that.
Oh my God. Well, Roxy,
You know what, Michael? I don't believe in it. I don't think your sign makes you because everybody's different. You know, every Capricorn is not the same. You know, so when people be like, you know how you Capricorns are, I'm like, no, I don't because I'm me. So I can't speak for the next Capricorn.
Now, y'all want some characteristics, I'm going to have to tell you. But they do sway depending on what end of that particular sign you are. But if you ever really want to know, the Roxy Scott Spade, she know them signs, all of them. She always asks that question. So thanks, sis. We appreciate that question. Now, let's see. Oh, they look very young. So I guess now they want to know how old you guys are. Who was that now?
It's like, I mean, I'm 34. I ain't no spring chicken, you know what I'm saying? Like, freaking so.
Okay, and D?
I'm 27.
27. Okay. All right. You got some time to move up then, for sure. All right.
Oh, yeah.
And what about you, Clarence? Your age?
37.
37. Okay. Should we keep going, or we gonna keep ours a secret?
I thought my music group pick probably gave it away.
Super.
Oh man, we got you beat big time, man. I'm 45.
Oh, you fooled me because I wouldn't have thought that.
I wouldn't have thought that either, Mike. I wouldn't have thought that.
Thank you. Well, you know, that's why I don't mind saying it, because the moment I start looking that age, that's when I'm not gonna be trying to say it.
So Emilio, that makes you about 30, man, right? About 25, 30?
You know what? I'm 2 days. I put it like this. I'm 2 days older than Roy Jones.
No.
Really?
Roy Jones' birthday is 2 days after me. We were born the same year.
Wow.
Look at
He's
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you go in this household.
And Emilio, you still out here with swag. You still got swag, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you drink a lot of water, right?
We eat a lot of Roxy Scott Spates food, her nutrition, you know, the stuff she sneaks in on us. She don't tell us everything she put in our food, man.
Oh man.
But okay, so everybody's got their age out here. It looks like D has beat us all with the youngster category here. Yeah, D.
Hey, Mike, when I was asking Donald about the weight, how being a heavyweight, I know you don't have to struggle to make weight, but are you comfortable at the weight you at, or would you like to stay there or get smaller, or how you feel about that?
For me, as far as weight is concerned, I don't really be too concerned with losing weight. Now, toning up is a completely different story. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely want to get more tone and stuff like that. But, you know, if I didn't train at all, I'd walk around like 297. You know what I'm saying? That's natural. That's like natural for me. You know what I mean? But because, you know, I train and stuff like that, you know, instead I'm like in the 270s. So, you know, people don't know that. And so they hear like 270, 275, 270. This. They like, man, like you big. I'm like, nah, that's actually weight loss for me. That's like 20 pounds. It's like a 20-pound difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
And by the way, you actually move around very well with that weight too.
Yeah, because
you had great ring generalship. I mean, during your entire fight.
Yeah, I tell people, you know, because you know, a lot of time I'll run into like, you know, trainers and they'll be like, oh, I'd probably have you go down to about like 230, 240. I was like, I would die if I went down to 230, 240. Like,
I was eating at 230. I mean,
I was that's what I was that in like 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like I got.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I always try to give him perspective. I'd be like, all right, 9th grade I was 215 pounds. You know what I'm saying? By 11th grade I was 250. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
Yeah.
me going down to 240, that's not feasible at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't see that. But guys, for our last subject, we are going to touch bases on this Spence versus now it's Danny Garcia fight. Spence likes Garcia's obviously. So like, I mean, what you got? What's going on? How do you see this fight falling out?
I think it's a tough fight, but I think Spence gonna get that.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm surprised at that answer. Okay, so what about you, Clarence? Who you got?
No, I don't want to jump on the bandwagon and say Spence because Danny is Danny's you can't just walk through him. You know what I mean? It's gonna be difficult, but I think later on as the fight go on, Spence might start dragging him into deep water. That's what I feel like is gonna happen. I could see him winning by a split decision, but at the same time, we don't know which Spence is coming in. You know, the car crashing Spence or the Spence that we know. We don't know how he's gonna come in. So we just gotta wait till November 21st to find out.
All right. That was a great plug. I like that. That was impressive, wasn't it? All right, D, who you got?
He really just said it right there. I mean, with us not knowing, that's the part that really got everybody on the edge of their seat. Is not knowing which Spence we're gonna see. So it's too early to really say. You know, as a team, they're gonna always put out the best information for your fighter, as you should. So we'll never know no true, honest, you know what I mean, opinion on how he's really doing and so on and so forth. But overall, I think he's still gonna catch Danny, not like that, but I feel like he's kind of like him and Keith Thurman kind of seem like they at the end of they, you know what I mean? Like we can feel it in the boxing world. Like, you know what I mean? They kind of becoming the gatekeepers in a sense, more so than potential world champions again. You know what I mean? Like, not to say it like that because they still fight, they take care of family and everything, but you know, I think they kind of on that other end of it.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. The verdict is still out with Keith, but Danny has had 2 losses to Sean and Keith. He did have a win with Granadas. My thing with Danny is he's always been a slow starter, and I think that works against him in these fights, especially when they're like really close matches. But I noticed in the Granadas fight that he did get an earlier start as far as punching. So if he can come in with that same, ferociousness, then with Spence, it's the possibility he could catch him with his signature power punch. I mean, if he does catch him, we're going to find out just how good Spence's new chin is post-accident.
Yo, I think Danny because Spence is an in and out fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's an in and out fighter. I think that's what's going to give Garcia so much problems. Like Granados is not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he pummeled him.
Right, you know, there. Yeah.
Even Rios wasn't like that. You know, because remember after he lost to Thurman, he fought Rios, and Rios is not an in and out fighter, but Spence. He didn't do it in the Sean Porter fight, because it was more like he was going stand there and bang with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Spence can go in and out, and if you see Thurman beat Garcia going in and out, you know what I mean? Like, and even like the more questionable type wins, like with Peterson. You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought Peterson won. And Peterson was in and out on him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think if Spence does that, he'll get Garcia. And it will be later.
Mauricio Herrera was another one that I felt he won that fight in Puerto Rico against him.
Yeah.
And he got robbed. So, shout out to boxers like Herrera that just have a rough going and could never get to that championship level because of people, in the south part of boxing. but because he's had more than one controversial loss.
Mm-hmm.
So we can never forget those type of boxers. I say that. Let's see. If anybody else has anything to say? Sereis says, Boxing Playhouse, awesome show tonight. Thank you. Thank you. What about
Thank you.
one?
I was gonna say, what about Roy and Mike? What do y'all feel about that fight?
Ward Jones Jr. versus Mike Tyson.
You feel about
Who
that,
you
Mike?
got?
What you think, Mike?
I'm going with the home team, Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like Brooklyn native. You know what I mean? And this is what they still doing the headgear and the bigger gloves, right?
Oh my God. It's like WBC is like mandating that if they want to have
18 ounces, right?
Yeah, they want to have headgear added, and instead of 16-ounce gloves, they want it moved up to 18-ounce gloves.
Yeah, that's like a pillow fight right there. Like 18-ounce gloves. Like
nobody getting knocked out, huh?
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, they up there. They're like in their 50s and stuff like that. You know, I'm sure like they had took a long years off from actually being in the gym and stuff like that. And now they're back in the gym. It's probably going to be a lot of wear and tear on their body. So yeah, smart, you know, let them wear headgear and those pillows on their hands. But I still think Tyson going to get that.
Hey, Mike, one last prediction from you. What about Tio and Lomo?
Wait a minute, we didn't get D.
Yeah, we're gonna get D.
Oh, okay.
You said what about Teofimo and Lomo?
Teofimo Lopez versus Lomachenko.
I think Teofimo gonna get that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man,
I'm going with Teofimo on that. You know what I'm saying? Once again, the home team. You know, he's from Brooklyn.
Okay.
You were just picking based on your geographic.
You shaking your head? You shaking your head?
Hey, Emilio, look, that's what the Brooklyn dudes do. They stick together.
They stick together.
Well, I guess there's nothing wrong with it, but dang.
So what you got down on them two fights?
I gotta go with him on the first one, Mike. Roy looking a little too slow on his feet right now. We know he if it was a back earlier time when he was able to actually box, it might have been a different story. But right now, and that's my favorite fighter. I don't want to see him go out like that again. He'd have been hit on his button too many times as it is. I wish he would have let it go a while back. But that's that on that. I think Mike got it. The Lomo and Lopez fight. I feel like Lomo might get that one. I feel like I know the fight he just had. Lopez just had with what was it, Comey?
Yeah.
Yes, that's where he got the IBF title.
That was and that's what put that honestly brought his. That's gonna bring a lot of his. You're gonna see him probably at his best right now against Lomo, but I gotta say I think he took a chance. He won on that gamble, but I feel like he bit off a little too much with Lomo. I feel like his IQ with the boxing is just a little bit. You can't really mess up with Lomo. You really got to be on your P's and Q's, like the joking and playing. You really got to like be ready to execute on all levels. Like seriously, I think that's gonna be the one. It's gonna be a beautiful fight. It's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, I definitely think that's one to look out for this year. Hopefully it does happen. I'm trying to keep my excitement down for any fight that's announced this year because it can get snatched from you so easily in the last, the end of the wait. So, but that is one that I would love to see. For me, Lomo does have the more experience. He's ready to move down and wait. But for me, for some reason, I feel like Tio might be able to catch him with a really nice power punch. And it's going to lay him out because if Linares was able to drop him, even if it was just a little bit of a punch, I mean, just think what a devastating puncher, Lopez is. That's some problems right there.
With
So
both hands too. Lopez got it in both hands.
both hands are lethal. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I feel like he got a chance to catch him. And he's getting older. He doesn't like that weight class, he says. You know, he prefers to be a little bit more agile and lighter on his feet. At super featherweight, D Brown.
I got to fight to mention.
He's like, come on back down.
Come on down. Come on down.
Yeah, you know they're gonna give him a title shot. Like if he goes back down, he's gonna have a title right away. They might make up another right for him or something.
Yeah, you know this.
Yeah,
you're right about that.
Jack, he says Lomo will win. And then Dahlia says, in what way, my friend? I guess she was asking one of you guys. Oh, I think she was asking D, in what way do you think that they could win? And then Jack says, Loma is more refined fighter. And there's my answer. Yeah, Clarence, you go ahead with your predictions first. Then we'll break it down.
With Tyson and Roy, because I see y'all picking on Roy, so I gotta go with Roy. Y'all picking on him, and it's not fair. So I'm going with the Florida guy. And
okay.
as far as Lopez and Lomo, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna talk like I'm a big Lomo fan. I finally decided today to watch a fight with him. I forgot who he was fighting, and that guy's not bad. And I don't know. I don't want to go with the Brooklyn guy. I'll probably have to sit this out and just wait and see what'll happen. I hate to do a prediction on
God,
this.
you seem nervous.
No, I don't know. I just gotta wait to see when the fight happens. But let's hope that when it does happen, it could be a crowd. I'm praying that it could be a crowd. I would love to be there live to see that.
Yeah, I really want to be on there with Boxing PlayHouse in the house too.
That'd be dope.
So I'm hoping November is a way better month for all of us. And then Teresa says Lopez and Tyson is what she thinks for those wins.
Wow.
See?
Wrap up.
You know what you're talking about.
Oh, go ahead. Mike, what you say?
Nah, I said she know what she's talking about.
Oh, she
knows. Remember this. Someone said Lomo's more refined.
Yeah.
That's the same way they felt when Floyd won his first title. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the younger guy. He was going against a more refined fighter, a polished champion. He got him out of there in 9.
Yeah, that youth, man. You can't discount that youth and that hunger. It's more about the hunger than anything else. And you feel like, I gotta eat. My family's ready to eat.
Right. The talent, mixed with the hard work or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It can get you far. So I think Lopez gonna do it, man.
The reason why
Jacquez or Jock one. He says Clarence McQueen is sitting on the fence with his choice. So you got these fans mad with you right now, Clarence. They want you to choose.
He picked Lomo.
They want me to what?
They want you to choose on that Tyson versus Jones fight.
I said I was going with the Florida guy. I'm going with Roy.
You talking about Lomo?
Yeah, I know. I'm going. Oh, with Lomo. Oh, well, I can't. That one I have to sit that one out. I'm not gonna pick for that one because if I say Lopez, then I'm going with the Brooklyn guy because he's from New York. I can't choose that one. I don't know. I have to sit that one out. I'm not gonna be like Mike.
I throw you a curveball. I throw you a curveball.
Hey, Mike,
what about Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois? Who you got on that?
Okay.
Oh man. Okay.
That's a good one right there.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Clarence, you gotta choose. You getting out light on all of these, man.
That one. I can't, man. You got to come back and ask me that one another time, Mike. Stop, Mike. You're starting stuff. I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Damn.
You're starting stuff. Stop.
Man, who you got on that, Mike? That's gonna be a good one.
Joyce versus Dubois. I think Dubois beat him.
Okay.
In a war, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I think Dubois beat him.
Did they get a date for that fight yet?
Yeah, they had changed. They moved it because it was originally supposed to be in April. Then COVID happened, and then I heard something about it being like October.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because Joyce just beat somebody.
Yeah, Joyce just had like a like a busy fight. You know what I'm saying? And right after that fight, they announced a new date, and I think it was in October.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm reading the comments, and he says, Clarence, you being a chicken shit. They want you to choose and stop playing. And then Serena, she says, Dubois.
Wow.
Who you got? Dubois or Joyce?
Juggernaut.
I'm gonna have to just I'm gonna be a little favorite or biased because I was in camp with Joyce up in Big Bear, so I'm gonna go with my boy from across the. I'm gonna have to go with him this time.
All right. I mean, it's like I'm rooting for Joyce, but then I'm like, damn, that Dubois. I think he might be something a little more special than
That's why I couldn't pick. That's why I couldn't pick because it's like it. That's why I said I'm staying out of it because it's not going to go the way that everybody think it's going to go. That's why I said no. I'm staying out.
Look, I'm here. I'm a boxing fan. It's okay for us to be wrong all day. We be wrong. Like,
yeah, me too. Me too. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fighter and a fan, so
right.
Yeah, it is what it is. If I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, but I think my predictions are going to be pretty accurate.
Okay, Dahlia Duran, she says, it's like this. You never know your power until you step on that ring against your opponent. All right, that's true. You never know.
Yeah.
Look how them people discounted her dad at middleweight. Like he just no way, written off completely.
Yeah.
And then he just made these so-called champions look like, I mean, Barclay and more just like demolished, like just don't even look like they should be in the same class for real. So with that being said, we want to make sure that our fans can follow you guys and check you out and follow your careers, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get them the information that they need, which is where they can find you on social media.
You can find me Instagram, Twitter is at Mike Coffee Time, Coffee with an IE, and Facebook is Mike Polite. That's those pretty much the three things that I be on.
Okay, and you fooled me with your coffee because I had coffee like my yummy good morning beverage, but it's COFFIE coffee.
IE, yep.
All right, so make sure y'all find him right now and click follow. And then D, what's your information?
You can follow me on Instagram and on Snap it's not Snap, but Instagram at @the_champ93, and you can follow me on Facebook at Donald Brown Jr. I also have a boxing and professional page as well, Donald Brown Jr. boxing professional page.
Where? I couldn't hear the last one. Speak up a little bit.
Donald Brown Jr. is a professional boxing page.
Yeah.
Page.
Okay. Fan page.
And page.
All right, so we like that. Please, guys, go ahead and sign up and make sure you follow these guys and support them through their careers. As you can tell, it's lots of hard work and dedication throughout your life. And it also takes a lot of mental game. Don't forget that. That's very important when it comes to boxing. We got Melissa. She says, I hear a lot of people saying Mike is going to win because he has the heavy hand. But I say don't ever underestimate anyone's abilities because you just don't know. I can agree with that, Melissa. And then let's see. Yep. Jock says everyone has a plan until they get knocked out. So, of course, you can find us here at boxingplayhouse.com, Boxing Playhouse Facebook, Twitter, and IG, as well as our YouTube channel. Please make sure when you go to our YouTube channel that you do subscribe for our page. And let's see, what else do we have here? Clarence, what you got going on?
Well, basically with me, you could just find me on regular Facebook, Clarence McLean, Instagram, same name. And then I got another podcast I do, McLean's Promotion. You can just type that up and that'll come up. That's a little podcast I'm working on, so anybody who wants to join in, they feel free to send up a question. You can get in.
All right. So that group is McLean Promotions.
Yes.
So got the group. He also is up to date, shares a lot of videos on boxing, and he's up to date on, all the latest news, as long as
latest news.
Boxing Playhouse is all the latest and greatest boxing news. So
everybody informed.
Check us out as well. And make sure, for goodness sake, you get out and vote. I don't care who you vote for, but just make sure you vote this year. It is very important to all of us. I want to get out of this COVID next year, 2021. Fresh start. How about y'all?
For sure. Like, I'm saying? Like, I'm over this. I've been over this.
All right. Also want to make sure that you do Ring 10, the nonprofit organization to assist boxers after they retired and when they're injured or any life-changing issues that they might have. And you can also go to WBC's program that they have, in which they're also there. It's called CARE, WBC CARE, and they also are helping individuals just like Mayaga, who might have a drug addiction or homeless or any type of situation, as well as a health issue. So we want to make sure that we support these organizations as they support our boxers through the lifetime of their career and post-career.
Word.
One last question. Ooh.
Sarissa want to know one last thing, y'all.
Okay, Sarissa would like to know, what do you guys do in your spare time?
Well, before COVID.
Yeah, before COVID. Yeah, don't you answer what you doing in COVID time. What you doing?
Before COVID, I'll probably say, like I'll be at like the gym or the park, and I mean like not like boxing gym. You know what I'm saying? On my spare time, it's more the other gym. You know what I'm saying? Like the weight gym.
Okay.
Hey Mike, you play video games, man? You got fight night?
I don't have fight night. I got a PS4 now, so I like more the adventure games. I like adventure type games, you know what I mean? Like the stuff where you got to figure out and beat levels and stuff like that. I don't really got like fight night, nothing like that. I just got Call of Duty. But I'm trash.
Wow.
So right now I'm playing by myself until I get good, and then I'm gonna go online and play with other people, because I attempted to play online and they was dogging me. They was dogging me over the microphone. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna wait till I get my skills up first.
Future champ cheating. That's what you call that. Get your online and lose like everybody else.
I was tired of getting dogged by like 10-year-olds, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, I understand. D,
what you do,
what's your pastime?
Oh man, besides my two daughters, being a father all the time to them, I'm probably at the beach trying to relax and just clear my mind. I like to bowl or go skating, but I couldn't skate since I turned pro. It was against my contract, so I've been just bowling lately.
Okay, and bowling.
Bowling.
All right, and you do have two beautiful daughters too. I saw them on your
Thank you.
on your page, IG page, so that's great.
Thank
Got to
you.
be a great father first. That's the biggest role in life, right?
Yup.
Yes,
Yes.
that's it.
Okay, so Coffee, I think I saw you and your son.
I got 2 sons. Yeah.
Two sons. Okay, I thought I saw just one. So I got to go back on there and check out your babies too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We can
Clarence.
make a trade, bro.
Huh?
No.
Man, listen. I
No,
don't
I'm
know.
wrong for
Look,
that.
hey, now look, hey, when you get stuck with 2 daughters, bro, I'm like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I gotta get a
Yeah,
gun license.
exactly.
Boy,
You
it's
know what I'm
hard.
saying? Like,
Look,
you know, I'm good. I'm good. I'll stick with the boys right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you winning, man. You winning.
Oh
No, I
my
love
God.
my daughter.
What is this here? Oh, she already asked that question. What is that? You missed it, Roxy. They said a zodiac. Coffee is a Gemini. Clarence is a Capricorn. Donald is an Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius, of course. You know that. And you got the Capricorn over here in the box and PlayHouse as well. And she says Gemini, Capricorn, and what else? Oh, no,
Aquarius.
pretty much nothing but Aquarius. So you would get along with all of us. And then Melissa says, I mean, he does have fast hands. Okay, I think she was talking about Mike Tyson.
Oh.
All right, so that's all of our questions right now from everybody, guys. People are saying what they are. Jock says he's a Gemini too. Coffee, so you got some company now. All right, so we're gonna let everybody go for the night, and we look forward to having you back on our podcast again, guys. Hopefully, you
For
can.
sure. For sure.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, word up.
It's always a pleasure.
Always.
And next time we talk, we're gonna have 2 world champions.
Oh, for
There
sure.
we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let's do it. God willing.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
There we go, champ.
Hey, God bless you on y'all career too, man. Wish y'all both the best.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Even though you're from the Bronx, you're hating on the Brooklyn. You know what I mean?
Hey, let me tell you something, Mike. You can meet me across the Brooklyn Bridge, man. I like to jog across there, man.
Oh my God, y'all are too much. Please, Mike, I need you to tell your coach, because you know I love him, but I cannot say his name.
It's Josue. It's Josue. Everybody says Jose, or sometimes they just say Josh, but it's easy to me. Josue. It's Aguilar.
Wait.
Aguilar. Yeah.
Okay.
Aguilar.
I'm sure you got to roll the R more, but you know, I just be like Aguilar.
Aguilar. All right.
All right. Please let him know. Just give him our love, because we love him. And you tell Buddy that we need him on the podcast too. We need to talk to the trainer extraordinaire, Buddy.
Okay. I got you guys.
Man, Mike, Donald, we appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for y'all coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Clarence.
Love y'all.
You alive.
Thank you.
I'll do it again.
All right.
All right.
All right. Everybody take care.
All right. Later.
Okay, baby. So who was you most impressed with?
Oh, man, both of you guys.
Both of them, right?
Yeah, both of you guys up and coming, man. And
very genuine.
I can't wait to see Donald, on the big screen doing his thing. We watched Mike last week. Mike took care of business, man. Donald, you doing this thing. I'm sure, you said the PBC hollering at him.
Oh, yeah, they both said PBC was kind of looking at him.
They both cool, respectable young men. So I'm rooting. I can't wait to see their journey, follow these guys. Hey. It's
going to be amazing, too. But shout out to Lucas Biggers. I see you joining in. Thanks so much. And he's with Heavy Bag Boxing, guys. So it's going to be Tough Talk Tuesdays. I joined his podcast, and we make things happen on Tuesdays, get the latest news and talk and debate on whatever it is that we're upset about or that we don't agree on. So it's a lot of fun as well. So that's Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yes, we got Lucas, we got Rob, sometimes we got Javi, and we think about adding a couple couple of new faces too from time to time.
Right.
So it's going to be really great. So
Watch
please
that.
check us out on there
Tuesday
too.
nights.
And then make sure you definitely come back here on Thursdays at 8 p.m. for another Boxing Playhouse After Dark.